Welcome to the troubleshooting guide. This is not how to get started. This is just to troubleshoot a few issues you may come across. First, we will talk about the head not being weighted to the neck. This is what it may look like. Rotate the head up, down. You will notice a few issues, by the way, because I created a few issues to simulate for this video. But if you move this all the way back, you can see that it is in fact not moving. And yes, these eyes will stare into your soul in the meantime. I apologize. So, Desam, how do I fix that? Let me show you. So, we're gonna click the armature and then hold shift and select the body. Go to Weightpaint mode, and if you check the neck, it works perfectly fine, but the head has no weight. So, all you have to do, I'll even hide the head for you, and the hair, and the ponytail. There you go. Now we can see better. So we have the head bone, everything almost rotates, but it's not. So click on blur, tools just to make sure, mess with your radius as you want. I'm gonna click the number 3 to get a side view of it, if you're curious on that. I think it's in viewpoint over here. Control numpad 3. But doesn't matter which angle you want to look at it from, or if you just want to do it like this, just feel more comfortable doing it like this. So holding Alt, you click and drag downwards. Just like that, your neck is now weight painted to your head. Bam. Just like that, you're good. Now, the eyes. As you can tell, the eyes are not connected to the head. But Desam, they're weight painted and they can move up and down. Well, that's perfect. But if you look really closely under this bone area and click here, you can see it's not parented to anything. So there's 2 common issues that tend to happen. 1 is that the eye bones don't have any weight, or 2, it's not parented to the head. So if you click in edit mode or click tab, select the eye bone, scroll to relations, under parent, make sure you select it to head. Do it to both the eye bones if they're missing something, or parented in the wrong place. Second, I will recreate this in a moment. So give me a moment to break this so I can fix it. Okay, so now we can look at this again. Looking at edit mode, you can see that the eye bones are parented to the head. And if I do pose mode, why aren't they working? Well, I'll tell you why. One of them is because it's not weighted to the head. But Destin, the bones are connected. Yeah, but the bones don't have any weight. So I'll show you how to get to weight painting them. So there's actually 2 ways. But for now, I'm going to focus on this singular one so I don't confuse anyone with the second one. Or I'll touch up on it again later. So you're going to click edit mode on the face. And what you want to do is click on the eye and the white part being called the sclera. Do Ctrl L, and for my case I can click Spacebar and search up separate by selection. And now we're going to click the bone armature, hold shift and select the eyes now. Go to weight paint mode, and as you can tell there is no weight. All we need to do, whether it's blur or add, you can add it. By the way, if you weren't aware, if you click advanced, make sure you turn off front faces off only, because we want to affect the whole thing. So I'll do it manually just by clicking on it, and just like that, it's weighted. Yes, I missed a spot, it's fine. You can look at it in x-ray mode, however you want. You can also hide the head and manually go in there and select everything. Whatever floats your boat as long as it's weighted. Now, all you have to do is do the same thing for the other head, or the other eye I should say. So I'll recreate it the same way, slightly faster. Click eye, click sclera, Ctrl L. And if you're not sure how I'm doing this selection thing, you click once, hold shift, and select the other thing. I apologize if you were confused. Then do Ctrl L, separate by selection, armature, click eye by holding shift, weight paint, and just click weight paint. Yep. Then stop pose mode. Check pose mode now. Now it seems like we got it working. But as you can tell, there is some little icons back here. You can either do two things. Which, as I mentioned, there is two ways to go about it. So for now, we will now do the second option. We did separate the eyes, but now I will show you the second option of how to go about it. So we're gonna do weight paint mode on the head again. Do weight paint. And now this is going to look crazy to some people, but if you click G, they can position it out. Boom. Don't worry about it. I know it looks scary. Now we just click on the eye bone and just get a good angle on it. And then just these emoticons, the heart, the star, you want to parent it onto the correct eye. So IL requires this one to be parented. Boom. Just like that, it's gone. Now click this one. Boom. Just like that, it's gone. And now, all I have to do is stop pose mode, click start pose mode again, and if we just rotate the head around, everything is weighted. How perfect. Now, the hair. I don't know if you saw it like I did, but I sure did. So, it looked like there was some issue somewhere. So I'll hide this ponytail for now just to make it easier for you. And I'm going to do pose mode again. Just rotate, see if you see something not working out. I'm not going to treat this like this is Dora, but I will point it out for you instead. This hair right here is seemingly stuck to the body or whatever's going on. I will tell you what's going on. Weight paint! Yay! So, we're going to do weight paint mode on this hair right here. Do weight paint. It looks weight painted to me, Desum. I know, that's what you think. Now, you can either rotate everything so it's out of the way, or select all the bones, scale it down. But just be mindful that you don't accidentally get in a crossfire of weight painting. So for now, I'll just hide the bones that I'm not trying to look at. Simple. But again, just be mindful. So this is the hair that's causing problems. Looks like it's down here. Let me just rotate these out the way so they're not in the crossfire. So it's weight painted. What the hell? Just kidding. It's not weight painted here. And that's what's causing the issue. So I'll do blur. And I will hold left click. Well, yeah, I'll click, hold it. But I will do Alt, left click, and drag into it. Whatever's in red is the most prominent in what's being weighted. If you keep dragging upwards, you can see more of it gets affected. Which I do not want. I just want this piece. You can see it going from detached to attached. Make sure you do it over here too if it needs. You don't always have to make sure this is colored in green, because sometimes it can work perfectly fine as shown. It'll adjust your weight a little bit if you do though. So if you want to add more weight, go ahead. It's your fizz bones. You can do it however you want and feel comfortable with however you're doing it. Just like that, the hair weight paint is now fixed. But Desum, what the hell is going on back there? Yeah, that's right. Too much weight, as I mentioned, of the weight paint issue. So, you're going to rotate this. It's not being affected. Rotate this. It's being affected. Oh no. That's okay. All we have to do is do subtract on it instead. So here, change the blend to subtract. And just go over it lightly with clicking or just clicking and dragging over. Just keep going over it. And just like that, the strand is now fixed and no longer pulling the back of the scalp open. Just like that, all we have to do is stop pose mode, start pose mode again, and if you weren't aware, up here at these two circles you can turn off everything. So now all you can see is the axis of rotation. You can do different angles, get a good look. Everything seems to be weight painted perfectly. And if you see any weight paint issues with the hair in Unity while it's moving, you can come back to Blender and find out what's affecting it. That's also the good news about why I separated the meshes around. Just like that, we have come across and fixed a couple issues. If there's anything else I missed that I could recreate and fix at the same time, I will happily do so. And I hope this helps a lot of you.